terrified citizens of Lomberdoon, who suddenly explode with magic they can't control. I appreciate your consideration very much, William. He smirked. You're welcome. Hey, dragon! A man wearing only a pair of work pants and boots froze on the other side of a shed and pointed at the newcomers. Miranda, come quick! The woman was a head shorter than him. Her hair frazzled and windblown, and her skirt was marred by a few oddly shaped patches of charred fabric. Her mouth gaped. Would you look at that? What's a dragon doing here in Brindale? Hey, you! With the dragon! William Moss. He raised a hand in greeting and slowed as he and Teo approached the couple beside the structure. The dragon lowered his head a little more to make himself less threatening, and slowed until he was half a foot behind his trainer. William darted him a brief sidelong glance and fought back a proud smile. That's right, Teo. Don't make any sudden moves, and the already freaked out people won't completely lose their minds and start throwing uncontrolled magic around. Now without any mages out here to clean the mess up. Man, I wish Raven hadn't left yet. They stopped half a dozen yards from the awestruck couple, and he nodded a greeting. How's everyone doing out here? How? The man turned toward the woman with wide eyes. Did he say how? Still staring at them, the woman nodded slowly. I'll tell you how. The whole damn town's lost its mind. That's how everyone's doing out here. William raised both hands to concede the point and schooled his expression to one of calm. I understand. It's not only Brindale. Magic's acting up all over the kingdom. Ha! The woman folded her arms as the man beside her clapped both hands to his head. She cast the young trainer an incredulous grin that caught him off guard. Acting up, huh? Is that what you call it? 'Cause the way things look out here, magic's destroying everyone. Careful, he reminded himself. These people have seen even less magic than dragons. I get it. That's why I'm here. The shirtless man studied him warily, between dubious glances at Teo. Don't tell me you brought that silver beast out here to try to fight the problem. Teo snorted. Dragon. His words startled both Brindale townspeople before the man squinted. Eh? The dragon remained silent. William smiled and gave his shoulder a reassuring pat. Teo prefers being called a dragon over a beast. Well, whatever. The man shrugged a little impatiently. That won't help the craziness in the center of town, will it? So how can you say that's why you're here, huh? Are you a mage? With a deep breath, he shook his head and forced himself to be patient. This was taking way longer than he wanted, but if he simply pushed past the first people he saw in Brindale without an explanation, it would only add to the panic spreading through every village, town, and smaller city within a 4-hour flight to Brighton. That's the problem. There aren't enough mages where they're needed. No, he told them, but I know some mages in Brighton. Aiden Flynn sent me to tell everyone. Flynn? The headmaster of that school down there? The man scowled and shook his head. He sent a not mage to Brindale to talk about magic? He did, because he... See, Miranda, I told you no one gives a damn about us out here. We don't need dragons, man. We need help. I know. William nodded and quelled the instinct to shout. Aiden Flynn has a... Aiden Flynn doesn't know half of what's been tearing this town apart. The man shouted. Carlton Abernathy damn near set my wife on fire when she went in to trade for butter this morning. I'm sorry you've had to go through this. His grasp tightened around Teo's lead. And that's why the headmaster... Fireman! Do you understand? Right out of his hands. The woman raised hers toward William and looked surprised when nothing emerged from her palms. The headmaster at Fowler Academy. How are we supposed to keep living our lives when we're getting attacked for trying to buy butter? Because there's help. His shout startled both the townsfolk into silence again. Beside him, Teo snorted and his wings twitched outward. I know, Teo. I'm trying. Please listen. If you want to keep your neighbors and yourselves safe, I need you to listen. And I need your help. The couple fixed him with dubious expressions. Finally. The young trainer took a deep breath. Headmaster Flynn has set up a training camp at Fowler...